Guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El here. Today we're going to be talking about a leak on the Samsung Note 8 that just recently came out. And based on that, I know I'm seeing a lot of YouTube videos talking positive about it and all of that stuff and are excited about it. Now myself, I'm going to be getting it. I'm on the jump plan for T-Mobile. I also got invited to the Samsung unveiling, which I hope to get my hands on it and, verify the information that was given in this leak. So I'm going to show you guys a picture of exactly how it looks like. And like in the beginning of the video, the one you just saw, I'm going to show you now another picture as well, and you guys could see what exactly is in there. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about first the release. I wrote down all the specs. I want and the release date and all of that. Supposedly it's going to be coming out somewhere in about mid-September. Now I think because in August 23rd, I believe they're doing the unveiling. I personally believe that you might have pre-orders available about a week later. So I'm praying it's going to come out to that. Now I'm going to tell you guys also in the end, I'm going to tell you if it's worth it to upgrade from a S8 Plus, and to upgrade to that. Now the thing is with me, I'm a Note 7 guy, so I'm going to talk to you all about that and what happened with that, and obviously you guys know. But first let's talk about this. So the sale date might be around where you actually get to buy it in stores if it's going to be available everywhere. It's going to be in about mid-September. Now the black is already verified to come in. The blue one, I have no freaking clue. I know the gold one, they said it might come. All of this crap, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. But basically, it looks like an S8 with less rounded, like a thinner bezel and like less rounded corners on every one of the corners. They're trying to make it look like it's seamless design. That's what Samsung is fighting for. Another thing is it's going to have expandable memory, which I'm happy about that. It's going to have two lenses. We're going to talk about that also for the back camera, and then in the front camera it's going to have obviously one lens, but the fingerprint scanner is going to be in the back. It's going to be, I mean, it is what it is. I personally would have rather had it in the front. I think that would have been a much better thing, but I don't know, from the leak that's exactly what they're talking about. Now for the specs. Okay, so the battery is going to be at a disappointing 3,300 mAh. Now, guys, I'm saying disappointing, and I'm going to get to that as well, because I would think they would come out already with higher capacity batteries, because I'm thinking if you're going to use it at full power, playing games, doing your stuff. Now me, as a Note guy, I always do my work on the go. I obviously, most of the time I do on my computer, on my personal computer, then I do things on the laptop, and I'm always on the go, and I like doing things instead of on a tablet. Because I have a tablet, I wanted something, all in one, and that's when I got introduced to the Note, when I got the Note 4. And I love that because you can go out and about and do stuff. But the thing is, when you use it at full power, especially of the things I'm doing, which is not just games, but even, fast edits, things to look when I'm doing movies. I also like filming a lot. I like going out there and filming certain areas and really going all around like parks and getting that, even, all kinds of crap I do. And I'm willing to bet it's going to have about a 4-hour battery life if you use it at full power. I really do think that based on the battery here. The CPU is going to be in the US, obviously 835 Snapdragon, which is one fast mofo, or non-US with the Exynos 9985. Okay, I'm reading what I wrote down here from my notes here. We're going to have memory that's finally going to be at 6 gigabytes, which is awesome, because the S8, it's going to be 2 gigs more than the S8, which is long overdue, to be honest with you. The Note 7 should have had that already. It's going to have, obviously, 64 gigs. I think that's what they're doing, because they have the expandable memory. And then, obviously, you could expand your memory to whatever. It's going to have fast wireless and corded charging. Of course, it's going to have a water-resistant rating of IP68, like everybody already expected it to. Now, it's going to be a little bit bigger than the S8 Plus because it's going to have a 6.3-inch AMOLED display with, get this, guys, a disappointing, and yes, I'm saying disappointing, Quad HD plus resolution, 1440 by 2960. And I'm going to tell you why I am extremely disappointed with that. It's going to have obviously the S Pen. It's going to be exactly the same color as the phone itself. Now let's talk about the camera, for example. Okay, so we have the first lens is going to be at about a 12 megapixel f1.8 stops, which is freaking amazing because I use most of my lenses that I use on my camera are like 1.4, 1.8. It operates amazing in low light. So that's so cool that finally we have a good low light camera on the Note series and, you know, in general in the S series. So that's awesome. Of course, that's the standard angle camera with optical stabilization. So, I mean, that's pretty amazing. I have that Osmo Mobile. So I think that's the most professional. Obviously, when you do optical stabilization, it's going to affect the resolution, it's going to affect the clarity, it does affect the video. Now the camera 2 is going to have also 12 megapixels, but it's going to be at an f2.4, but get this, it's 2.4 because it's a telephoto lens that's gonna, the rumors are about 2x or 3x zoom, but what's so cool about the telephoto lenses, when I take headshots of people, when I do photography, you get that bokeh effect when you take these pictures up close in the face and everything gets blurry in the background. That bokeh effect is going to be freaking amazing. Bokeh, however people pronounce it. I'm from New York, so you know it is what it is. So that's going to be that. The front camera from what I mean, this is just rumored. They said that it's going to have what was it? I forgot, and I didn't even write this down. But it's going to have, 8 megapixels and an aperture of 1.8 as well. So that's pretty cool because you're going to have that front-facing camera, and finally it's going to take pictures. But I pray to God that it's not going to be those fisheye lens crap that all of Sam's... See, I'm not an Apple guy, but I had an Apple phone. I had an iPhone since, the beginning, the first generation, all the way to, I believe it was, iPhone 5. After Steve Jobs died, I just hated it because it didn't have any innovation. So I moved over and I looked at the phone of the Note and I got hooked in seconds because of all the things you can do, because Apple's like way behind Samsung, I mean, Droid in general, but I mean, Samsung in general and Sony and all of that, they're way behind the entire market. And even though people don't call it a Droid, it is a freaking Droid. I don't know, maybe I'm talking like that because I had the experience of both worlds. In the beginning, Droids were really slow, really laggy. Now it is just zooming, and I'm going to tell you, obviously, that's why I liked it over the iPhone. And then I got a Sony, and then I got actually a Note 4. I switched over to the Note 4, and I just fell in love. So the only thing that I hated about it was the camera. The camera completely, if you're too close, it makes your face look way big. It kind of like, I don't know, it's just, you have to be a certain... certain distance away. It just didn't look. A lot of people I was taking pictures of told me it looks like crap. And then once I don't know if this thing is going to come out, I'm going to be really happy with the front-facing camera. I'm talking about the back camera is awesome. You take pictures, it's really nice. But the front-facing camera always makes you look really wacky. So I would like to see an improvement on that, and I hope that now it will be an improvement already. The suggested price, rumored, is going to be anywhere from about $900 to $1,000, I believe, based on the rumor. Now for the problems, guys, okay? First off, I am extremely disappointed with the battery life. I am extremely disappointed. I know people don't mention this, but with that it doesn't have 4K resolution. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, 4K is going to drain the battery. Well, I'm not talking about having a 4K resolution every time on your phone and, playing around with it and shit like that and speaking on the phone with it. I do a lot of VR work, okay? A ton of VR work. And on my virtual reality system that comes with that, the VR, the Samsung VR, I like to get, if I'm filming in 4K, I like to be able to display it clear. Now, when you have to understand, when you have 4K, it's really like you're having every block around you, you're dividing it, and it becomes much more clear if you have a 4K resolution display. The thing is, if you have something like that's like HD or whatever, it's gonna look like crap. Like you see a lot of Samsung videos that were made for the VR, Samsung VR, looks like crap. It looks like the ones in the forest and stuff. You're walking through the forest and you see this lady and this guy like punching each other or something, like doing martial arts. It was so freaking blurry, and you have to kind of get used to it, but it looked like crap. And, you know, I filmed a lot of stuff with the VR, and I like to actually see it at the resolution that I filmed it on. Well, you know, the cameras that I use GoPro combinations. I use even the Samsung, camera that shoots also supposedly 4K. But I can't view it. I can't see it as a 4K image on that Samsung VR. And if you're going to be marketing the Samsung VR, you should have already had that, you know, in your thoughts already, in your plan, to have a 4K display. Now, obviously, you could dumb it down, and that's fine. If you could have that option to dumb it down, that would be, you know, like all the phone, like the Note 7 had, and the S8 has, or even S7, where you can down-res it when you're doing everyday phone stuff. That's fine. But I think they did it because the battery is so damn freaking low. And you know, I'm happy you guys are at 6 gigabytes of RAM, but for fuck's sake, you guys should have been at 8 by now. I really would have loved to see an 8. And I know a lot of people are all excited about it, but as I told you before, I'm not a fanboy. I do a lot of work. The reason, you know, I had to trade in the Note 7, which obviously was an Apple stunt, and I'm saying that because I don't believe that the batteries blew up, because all the people that kept the 7 suddenly didn't have issues with batteries exploding ever since it got off the shelves. Doesn't make any sense. I think ever since Samsung was gloating and talking about the phone, the microphone, the earphone jack, and laughing at Apple, Apple said, you know what, fuck you. Let's come out with some kind of little stunt here. Come up with little things that it blew up. And also, if it did really blow up, and I don't believe Samsung really would be stupid enough to believe that, but just because of customers' relations and all of that, and for safety reasons, they didn't want any fake someone from Apple to get hired to do something stupid like that and say something and sue them. So, to say they were hurt by it. If that was really an issue, why the fuck didn't Samsung come out with a phone with that you can replace a battery like the Note 4? I am still pissed that the battery cannot be replaced. And I understand it's a marketing strategy, because then in about 2 to 3 years, I know how to open the phone, but some people don't. They won't know how to replace the phone, how to replace the battery, you know, with all that, you know, using the fucking fan, the heat gun that I use around it, and then removing the glue and all that crap, melting the glue and then pulling it out with like a suction cup. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to be buying a new one, and that's obvious. That's a marketing scheme. But they, you know, if they really thought their battery was shit, why would they risk another recall? Wouldn't it be smart to say, well, the battery's exploded. Well, guess what, guys? You could remove the battery and we'll send you a new battery instead of a brand new phone and throw an entire phone in the garbage. Or, you know, have to even, you know, ship a phone. Just have your local dealer pick up different batteries and boom, you're set. I don't believe they believed it either. They did it as just, you know, for their own safety, as a liability, because it was a liability risk at this point. I bet you in their performance now, they're not going to be dissing out Apple anymore, because they know they play dirty, and Apple always plays dirty. The reason I recommend nobody use, the Apple fanboys out there are very forgiving. They are so behind technology, and they are still so damn forgiving. Like Samsung is way ahead by like light years ahead of them. And the thing is, the thing that really bugs me about Apple fans is that because of that, there will be no innovation. I loved the iPhone all the way up to 5. After that, there was just no damn innovation. It never had a replaceable battery, never had replaceable memory, expandable memory slots. And I get that. Some people, they're like, oh, who gives a crap? And it's a premium. And the thing is, you would figure that their batteries would be, better. And they are getting better, at least with the iPhone series. So the iPhone, actually, the last one they came out with, my friend swears by this. He tells me that he gets a lot of battery power from it. But again, you're giving up a lot of stuff. I'm already used to the S Pen. So even when I got the S7 here as a replacement, and they told me it was the same, I found it really behind the Note 7. And obviously this is going to be a big kind of upgrade because it has two, like two lenses, two cameras and one camera in the front. So I mean, that's freaking amazing. But at the same time, it's going to have 6 gigabytes of RAM and all of that stuff. But I am extremely disappointed that it is what it is. Like it's a freaking not a 4K display, and that the battery is so damn freaking low. I mean, I really wanted, I want to upgrade phones about 4 years, every 4 years. I just need something that I can film with, I can do work with, and all that stuff. Obviously, year to year, new phones are going to come out, and that's fine. But I want a phone that I can, replace a battery. I want a phone that has 4K resolution, because already, damn, people have been asking for that, especially right now when VR is making its, its big thing right now. I mean, we're still stuck on quad HD crap. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why this doesn't annoy anybody, but maybe you guys are not. A lot of the people that own these phones are not VR people or anything like that, and that's fine. But I think a 4K resolution, to have that option, would have been really, really great. Another thing was, the fact that if the battery is gonna, if it is bad or whatever, why not have just a thing that you could take out the battery, like the Note 4 and so on and so forth. But overall, it's a good phone. I just feel like it's a Note 7. It's like the phone the Note 7 needed to be. And I remember the early pictures of the Note 7 when people were saying leaks. It was exactly the same freaking phone. It had two cameras in the back and one in the front. And I have a feeling that's what they probably wanted to do. And they said, you know what, screw it. We're gonna just leave it for the next year, like they're doing right now. They're actually working on the S9. Okay, so is it worth the upgrade if you have the S8? First off, a lot of you guys were writing to me and saying, well, Lior, the S8 is crap because it's not making enough sales. I'm scared to invest the money, so I feel it's crap. No, guys, the S8 and the S8 Plus are amazing. The only reason people are not buying it is because they're waiting on the Note 8. Now, even people that are not used to the Note series, like I am, sorry, I'm printing out 3D printing some crap, doing an Iron Man helmet, War Machine helmet. But so the thing is, and I'm gonna share that with you in the other videos also. The thing is, the thing that pisses me off is that nobody thinks about it in a logical way. Why? Because they're waiting for the Note 8. Because even people of the S, the fans of the S series, they know that the Note series are always a little bit more advanced. So a lot of them wanted to wait, and now they see 2 cameras, they see 6 gigabytes of RAM, they see how the S Pen, they're going to give it a shot. It looks great. Today people, I mean, I am used to the S Pen so badly that the S7 is crap to me. I'm sorry, but I just hated it with a passion. I can't wait to replace it. So yes, I'm going to the Note. I'm not a fanboy. I like, a stylus. I like the functionality it brings into the phone. So even if I had a Note 7 right now and I could get a Note 7, which I believe that's what it is. They just slapped a sticker on it and called it a Note 8. But I really believe this is exactly what they wanted the Note 7 to be. Because obviously I don't see much of an upgrade except for because even the upgrades like the 6 gigabytes of RAM, that should have been in the Note 7 already. There's no 4K resolution. The battery is still fucking low. So because of that, I'm calling it the Note 7 just rebooted. Okay, the way it was supposed to be. Because this is not the new series. This should not be the 8. The 8 should have a bigger battery. It should even be at 8 gigabytes of RAM, but I'm willing to forgive that. It should have a 4K fucking display, but it doesn't. So I'm extremely disappointed at Samsung for this. Of course, I'm going to have that phone. I'm going to be happy with it because I was happy with the Note 7, but I was expecting more. And as a person who gives his money to innovation, right? Like that's why I skipped from Apple to Sony to this. I like to see my options. So if I see another option with a stylus pen that I like, I might be skipping to that other option. If they have 4K, if they have a longer battery life, if they have the same size screen. I am not a fan of the curved display at all. I liked it better when it was the Note 4, when it was a square, because then you could get for it screen protectors and it doesn't slide off or peel off. You could get for it nice cases instead of because what happens is I really hope that the Samsung VR now really accommodates cases, because what happens is it's such a pain in the ass to remove it from a case every time you want to use the VR. That's why I had to get that wallet case. which doesn't really protect it that much. But you know, for a phone that I'm gonna trash anyway, because I'm going to get the Note series, I didn't really mind that. You understand? But I would mind it with the new one. I hope that they accommodate, you know, cases by having like a stretcher or whatever, you know, in the connector, which they could do. I can do that. I really could do that if I was given the material. I would be able to pull that off. Anyways, really disappointed that it's not a 4K display. Is it a great phone? Absolutely. This Note 7 was a fucking great phone. And I was like about to like cry when it got taken away from me. It was so good. So this is like the Note 7 that should have been. I call this the Note 7 reboot. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm gonna be if another phone by that time, because I'm in the Jump program, so I'm gonna be getting this phone the second it comes out. I'm going to the Samsung unveiling. If it's great, you know, I'm gonna let you guys know in a follow up, in a full follow up. If it sucks, I'll let you know in the follow up. Now, for those people who are S8 owners, S8 Plus, is it worth the upgrade? It depends. For me, I gotta upgrade because I need that stylus and I need the functionality it brings. If you guys don't need that crap, do not upgrade. Wait till the Note 9 comes out, which I'm willing to bet is gonna be fucking better than this shit. And it won't be an S7 reboot. It'll be like the Note 8 was supposed to be, which I'm really disappointed in Samsung for doing that, but whatever. And, you know, see where it goes from there, or see other brands out there, which one gives you the best, you know, functionality for your everyday, you know, needs. For me, I'm going to be skipping to this, so definitely stay tuned for an unboxing of this item when I receive it, when I get it. Definitely when I get it, I'm doing that, and I'm going to be doing a full-on review. As always, I give you guys honest reviews so you guys don't have to waste the money. I'm not a fanboy. I've slammed phones that I've owned many times over. We're going to see about that, all right? So let me know what you guys, if any new leaks came out, if anything you can verify that's verifiable that you could bring into the comments here. Definitely subscribe and hit that fucking bell Google put up, just so you get alerted of any new videos that are to come. As you see, guys, I'm doing the videos, buying them so you guys don't have to. Just show some love and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Definitely hit me up with a like or even a fucking dislike. I really like criticism either way, but I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this, because all I'm hearing are these fucking fanboys, like, and they're starting to sound like Apple fanboys, like extremely forgiving and oh my god, I can't wait, oh I'm so excited. What is there to be excited about? It looks like the same shit. It just has 2 cameras on it. That's it. And that is a good thing. But I want to see a higher battery power. I want to see something different, like 4K display that I could use with my VR. I want to see something. I want to see something different, a more powerful machine. And this looks like a Note 7 reboot. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.